उसका.
क्या?
Very good lunch is being offered on 1st January at IAS.
मैंने देखा नहीं, ध्यान नहीं दिया.
I can send you. मेरे को भेजा था किसी ने.
नहीं आया होगा.
आपको आया होगा सर. 1200 रुपया है पर.
बूफे होगा.
हाँ 1200.
अच्छा वो नए साल का होता है.
नए साल का स्पेशल है. But just put in your mind since your children are here, you can consider it. मेनू तो बड़ा टेम्पटिंग है उसका 4 जनवरी का.
किनका इसका
AIC
क्या कोई खास बात है उस दिन?
1 जनवरी.
1 जनवरी नया
खास
साल.
बात है.
1 जनवरी.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
बैठो भाई बैठो.
Thank you, sir.
You have given a profile of UP because your father is there.
Yes, sir. His job was there, and I have been born and brought up in UP.
Kushinagar.
Yes, sir.
What is your father doing in Kushinagar?
Sir, he has retired now. He was a superintending engineer in UP Power Corporation Limited.
UP Power Corporation.
Yes, sir.
So still in Kushinagar or he has shifted there?
Sir, he has retired, but we have liked the place, so we are currently we are constructing a permanent home, but currently we are living in a rented home.
Yeah, I can understand. So you like the place, and what do you like about Kushinagar?
Sir, first of all, it's very peaceful. So it's the place of Mahaparinirvan of Lord Buddha, and that's why the peace is all there. So it's away from city noise, traffic, everything. It's a very good place to be there. Greenery, good air, all these things, sir.
All right. So did you go to see Buddha, the statue and all, which has been made there in the sleeping mode? It is there.
Yes,
Have you
sir,
seen that?
it's just 100 meters from my home.
100 meters
Yeah.
only. Okay. What did you notice there in that Buddha statue? And
Yes.
what was the old name of Kushinagar?
It was earlier Kushinara.
Kushinagar.
Yes, sir.
And it came under an ancient Mahajanapad.
Mal Republic.
Mal.
Yes, sir.
It was a republic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. So what is the story there of Buddha's parinirvan there? How did he die?
Sir, so he basically said that in his last days he went to a blacksmith Chunda, and there it's debated that he ate pork, I mean mistakenly, and it's a debate whether it was pork or mushroom, and due to that food poisoning he died. But it was evident that before his death, only 3 months before his death, he knew that he was going to die on Buddha Purnima, Vaishak Purnima. And this is the story, and in the last moment he drank water of Hiranvati Nadi, which is very nearby. And
That's okay, no details required. How is the Buddhist tourist inflow in Kushinagar? Is it quite heavy or moderate?
So I would say if we compare it to Gaya, it's very less, but it's decent. I would not say it to be very low, but moderate.
Moderate. Okay. It doesn't affect the peace of the city.
Not much, sir.
Not much. All right. Now I'm interested to see your Kota journey, and I'm sure you must have gone for the IT preparation and all.
Yes,
that.
sir.
How long you stayed there?
2 years, sir.
2 years. Now, what the students face there? Did you go through any of those pressures and stresses of life?
Yes, sir, I did went through them, and I believe they have shaped me as a person as well. But a lot of it is something which we can improve upon. For instance, so a lot of people go there, a lot of students go there.
Tell your version why so many suicides take place there.
Yes, sir. So a lot of students go there after 10th, and they have very little idea about what career they want to pursue. But if they are good students, generally people or their father say or mother say that do maths or biology, but they may be interested in commerce, history, any other thing. But these two professions, these two streams are most sought after there. Then a student goes there, first time he's away from family, so he's alone, he's feeling homesickness, and that's why he has to face all the challenges all by himself or herself. Then there is hyper competitive environment, glorification of rank 1, rank 2 in JEE. The teachers also have a part there. They say that all you have to do is clear IIT JEE exam, and if you don't do it, life will be very bad. There's no sports or infrastructure, no any other things to do. And
living conditions may not be very encouraging there,
Yes.
food and other kind of things.
the food and accommodations are good. It's not as bad as, let's say, a place in Delhi, but overall the environment is very hyper competitive, and I would say and a lot of people see this IIT dream as a ladder to uplift their economic mobility. Parents see that if their child goes to IIT, their family economic status will be uplifted. So a lot of people are also selling their property to send their child to Kota, and as a result of which all this pressure is coming on to the
child for performance.
Yes, and if it's not, he is not performing. He was used to be the school topper there, but in Kota all the school toppers are coming, so he's feeling a bit complex. That
From what you are stating, I'll just infer two things. One is that parents' wrong expectations of
Yes,
the child
sir.
and putting too much of expectation.
Correct, sir.
And second is that you are saying that from the institute side also lots of pressures are built. The teachers will tell you to
Yes,
get
sir.
rank and give you lots of work and all that.
Yes, sir.
How do we tackle these two core problems?
Sir, first of all, there has to be like complete sensitization of parents itself that IIT is not the end of the world and there are much more things to do.
But who will sensitize the parents? How? You will go, who will go, I will go. What should be the method of doing it?
Sir, for instance, PM, Honorable Prime Minister hosts Man Ki Baat for students and just before the exams also. So in his speeches as well, such things can be incorporated. Such program can also be introduced for competitive exam. And since he has a mass appeal, maybe his words will come more to parents. And more importantly, sir, all these things are changing because a lot of startup founders, entrepreneurs are college dropouts, and when we are seeing they making big in life, all of our perception are changing. A lot of people from tier 3 colleges are doing very good, and slowly if we find these stories coming into mainstream, the perception of parents are also changing. And as far as teachers are concerned, sir, it has to be a regulation, some sort of regulation of government also, sir, on these coaching institutes operating in Kota.
What has been the regulation so far in Kota from
Yes.
the government side?
Sir, like for the district magistrate of Kota, he himself, in my time only, he had ordered that one day in a month should be a fun day. That is no teaching activity, only recreational activity in coaching classes. The teacher used to sing, the students used to sing.
That happens now.
Yes, in my time it happened, and I'm sure it will have like. And then there was a provision of counselor, like psychological counselor. He was in every institute, and moreover, sir, similar things have to be told to the faculty as well, that you should teach but not pressurize the student or not sell a false hope. That, and they should even tell that even IIT is not the end goal. Even after that, one has to work hard.
Fair enough, you have a good description. Let me come to civil engineering,
Yes, sir.
which you have done from IIT Delhi. Now, just define what is green cement.
Sir, the cement in which like recyclable material like fly ash is used, that is referred to green cement, sir.
Fly ash.
Yes, sir.
No, you are not. If you do not know, do not guess it. Now, green cement is now in synchronization with the climate change and all. So it's shifting from limestone as a raw material to something else, and
Sorry.
the use of coal also. Anyway, I won't go on that. What was the role of civil engineering in the recent collapse of the tunnel in Uttarakhand, where civil engineering things failed?
Yes, sir. Sir, so first of all, it was anticipated that escape tunnel was not there, and moreover, sir, there was a survey. So there has to be, in any detailed project, there has to be a survey of soil, like which is called geotechnical investigation. So there has to be a borehole drilling there, and it was found that the borehole drilling was not done to a great depth, and it was done to a very small height. As a result of which, complete knowledge of the soil strata was not available. And moreover, sir, the lining, it is anticipated, and a lot of it is not much out that completely what was exactly the reason. So it is anticipated that there is shotcreting. So as the tunnel is made, as the hole is digged through TBM or DBM, then there is lining of tunnel, and somewhere in that the concrete, there is shotcreting, so concrete lining is being made, and that lining was not very strong to resist the pressure. And moreover, sir, it was in seismic zone, and already it was more susceptible to loads.
The report has come about the reasons for collapse, and now they have been published now. They have used two terms I want you to tell us. One is the shear zone. What is the shear zone? SHER, shear zone. Was it taught to you in civil engineering?
Sir, shear stress was taught and
Same thing, shear stress, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, shear stress basically refers to like, if I could explain it, like these two are the layers. So this like kind of failure, like is called shear failure, sir. Or shear stress is basically it's acting like in this direction. Yes, sir.
And what is called reprofiling, that was done in that tunnel, reprofiling.
I'm sorry, sir.
You need to do reprofiling to change the structure of the, if there's any weakness and all. You don't know about this reprofiling.
I have
Fair
to read
enough,
about
no
it.
problem.
You're talking about Kota.
Yes, sir.
Will it be of any use if all the engineers turned into IAS are taken to Kota and paraded there?
No, sir, I don't think it would serve a purpose.
Why? You said, you just now in your answer, you said that the kids have to know that this is not the only option. In fact, the engineers turned into IAS gives an example that this is not the option.
Yes, sir.
Like you,
Yes, sir.
doing your engineering, you're wasting or investing 4 or 5 years with lot of money of the parents, lot of your effort, lot of quotas inside, and then you turn to UPSC. Why it happens?
Sir,
What is so charming about the IAS and revenue services which you have written? I mean, your preference is revenue even over the foreign service.
yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, first of all, I can talk about why in my case I
No, I personally I am not. It's a general trend.
Yes, sir.
You are not the guilty person, or you are not alone guilty. Put it this way. This is the general trend. Why is it happening? Why the young mind, young, enthusiastic, hardworking people are finding that the profession which they have learnt is not the adequate profession?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe this is happening because, sir, there has been increasing shift towards multidisciplinarity. So the world has changed from that I'll study one thing and do that.
This is happening for last 15 years. I served as an ambassador. My assistant was an engineer turned into an IFS.
Yes, sir.
And that was 97, not now.
Yes, sir.
It's not a recent trend. I mean, this is a trend which is continuing for a long time. And you have been a student of sociology.
Yes, sir.
So I want to understand out of the social, what is this social dynamics which pushes youngsters and their parents and families into this deviation? First in this, then in this. And obviously, I mean, one can rationalize that there are common grounds, but there are not, frankly speaking.
Yes, sir.
When you get down to practice and table, very few examples where you have to use the same knowledge there into that. So why is it happening? Why this social malady or social quest?
Correct, sir. Sir, answering it from a sociological lens, I feel Durkheim's theory. So he explains that division of labor in society is a product of what society values. So in turn, like a IIT tag or an IAS tag is a major push for a lot of people and a lot of families. They consider it as a tool for increasing their social prestige.
It doesn't give you more money.
Yes, sir. It doesn't give us
What
more.
does it give you more?
Sir, so Weber talked about 3 things which are important in social stratification: class, status, and power. So class is determined by the economic importance of an individual. Power is like associated to political party. The status is something which comes.
No, power is not simply political parties.
Sir.
The power is also a lot of patronage,
Yes.
which you can distribute and which people look towards it, whether it is transferring or giving employment or any other favor or enacting or pushing laws which are favorable, whatever else. It's a problem of the society. I don't
Correct,
see
sir.
this as a development. I see this as a problem, and I don't know what the answer is. In your hobbies, you said you were writing ghazals.
Yes, sir.
अपनी ये गजल सुनाओ जरा.
जी सर. Sir, this was written on Israel-Palestine conflict. 2 गज मिट्टी पर मीलों तबाही हुई, 2 गज मिट्टी के हक पर मीलों तबाही हुई, बहुत शर्तों पर आज मासूमों की रिहाई हुई, बहुत शर्तों पर आज मासूमों की रिहाई हुई, बटे लोग बटे मुल्क इंसानियत भी बढ़ गई लेकिन, बटे लोग बटे मुल्क इंसानियत भी बढ़ गई लेकिन, जंग को जीत लेने की झूठी वाहवाही हुई.
ये किसके बारे में लिखी है?
Sir, this is regarding conflict, sir.
This is
Conflicts and wars.
where, general, or you had anything specific? in
Gaza
your
is
mind?
it?
Gaza, yes, sir. Specifically, Gaza was the trigger, sir. So I thought.
Gaza was just now.
Yes, sir. So I've written it right, like now.
Have you come across a poem by Ali Sardar Zafri, who said about India Pakistan on the similar lines? He said, जो हवा तुमसे आती है वो वैसी है जैसी तुम्हारी है, हमारे में क्या फर्क है, वगैरह वगैरह. That kind of a thing is there. So your main theme of your writing is about conflict and peace, or anything else? Romance?
No, sir. Romance, I don't.
No
write
romantic?
much. No, sir.
There's something wrong with you.
No, sir. No. I mean.
At your age.
Sir, it's like a mode of creativity. So like different people have different.
Your second hobby is journalism.
Correct.
What do you do there?
So specifically, it's about gratitude journaling. So in a week, I write what were the things which I should express my gratitude towards. So journaling can be of different kinds. One of its kind is gratitude journaling. So it's a concept of positive psychology, which helps us to think things in a positive way. That so and so person or so and so thing helped me, and being grateful toward them by recording it. So that's my hobby, sir.
The general trend in the establishment today about foreign policy is that India is a Vishwa Guru.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? I mean, in practical terms, how many students we have in the world?
Sir, specifically, we don't have much student base as yet. That
Guru means one should follow you.
Yes, sir.
Guru is the one who gives you direction and you
Correct.
follow.
Correct, sir. So India is certainly ahead in terms of its soft power, sir. For instance, like India has punched above its weight, be it in terms of vaccine diplomacy or many other fronts, sir, like G20 summit. We gave Vasudev Kutumbakam. All these things highlight that, or even giving humanitarian aid.
You're touching on my raw nerves. Do you know the whole history of Vasudev Kutumbakam? Anyway, I don't want to waste time there. When you come back, if you are interested, I'll tell you the story. I pass it on.
Okay, Saurabh,
Yes.
you are civil engineer.
Yes, sir.
What is the main reason of potholes on the road? Now slightly it is improved, but even then.
Sir, yes, sir. So basically, if we talk about flexible pavement, sir, for a large portion of our roads, the profile of roads is not made like it has to be subgrade first, and then it has to be bituminous layer on the top. So, sir, first of all, in that maintenance itself, sir, like construction of that road, proper subgrading is not done. Either directly bitumen is applied, so whenever load comes and it's not designed as per the design load, which is to be 9 times the weight of the truck.
You mean to say that our engineers in PWD are so incompetent?
No, sir, I don't mean to say that, but sir, there is an element of
Corruption.
Correct, sir. Sadly.
Why are you shying then? Do mention about it.
I mean, I try to answer it from an engineering point, sir.
Okay. In UP, the whole UP is Rammay.
Sorry, sir.
Now Rammay, Ram everywhere in UP. Ayodhya,
Yes,
Ram. You are a civil engineer, and you must have heard about Shaligram.
Yes, sir.
It was brought from Nepal.
Yes, sir.
Shaligram.
Yes,
What
sir.
it is? What rock it is?
I am sorry, sir. I will
You
have to read
you have
about
not. It's a ammonitic rock, mostly shell. Anyway, this Ram Mandir belongs to whom?
Sir, it belongs to people of our country.
Eh?
It belongs to every Indian, sir.
Who has made Ram Mandir, the government or somebody else?
Who?
How was it
But the
made?
owner will make it.
Yes,
So
sir.
who is
Sir.
the owner of this?
Sir, there was a trust created.
What is the name of that trust? That's what I'm asking.
Sir, trust name I'm forgetting, sir.
Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirthasthal Trust.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Who is the architect of the mandir?
Mr. Champat Rai.
Champatra is the
sir.
architect.
Sorry, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, I forgot.
Or Chandrakant Sompat.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, it's okay.
Let's come back to ghazals a little,
Yeah.
since that seems to be your major interest, isn't it?
Yes.
No other major hobby you have mentioned. Now tell me, now the ghazal, what exactly is radif and kafiya?
Yes, sir. So, radif is, sir, the word which is getting repeated. So, like sir, the format of ghazal is like two lines, like there are multiple shares, like 5 lines, 5 to 10 shares. And in end of every share, so the second line, the last word is called radif. And which is the same word which is repeated in every share. And kafiya is the same rhyme, so it is also just before radif, and that kafiya is there, but it is not the same word, it's the same rhyme.
Sorry, ghazal का माने क्या होता है? What is the meaning of ghazal?
Sir, it is literal meaning is flirting.
No, it's not flirty. It love whispers. Whispering about love.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Yeah, that's right.
Now tell me, what is the difference between singable ghazal and non-singable ghazal?
Yes, sir.
Are all ghazals singable?
Sir, there have been like tahad, and there is two concepts, tahad and tarannum. So basically, even a poet, when he recites in it in melody, so it's called tarannum, and when it's recited normally, like just what I did, it's called tahad. But specifically, if I don't know that.
Who brought the ghazal from tarannum stage to full music stage? There are not many singers. Modern singers, they hardly sing ghazal.
Yes.
But some of the original singers who brought, say, Ghalib, from poetry to tarannum, from tarannum stage to musical stage, classical musical stage, who are the artists?
I am sorry, sir.
You heard the name of K.L. Sehgal?
No, sir.
You have not heard the name of K.L. Sehgal? Begum Akhtar?
Yes, sir. Begum Akhtar.
Okay. Now let's come to some totally different thing. You are an engineer. Now, columns. Let's talk about columns. Now, this is your, in Dubai, what is the tallest column, which is perhaps in the world the tallest column yet? What is that? Burj Dubai.
Yes, sir. Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, I'm sorry. So, Burj Khalifa, now normally the towers go up to a certain height and then they will collapse under their own weight.
Yes, sir.
My question is two parts. First of all, that what is the principle of when it buckles under its own weight? Up to what height can it go? Okay, there is a formula, you may not remember it. So, so long as you explain me the concept, it is alright.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Now, Burj Khalifa, how does it stay that long and doesn't collapse?
Sir, so first of all, the foundation is raft plus pile foundation. So there is 5 meter deep raft foundation, and the pile foundation are also very deep, 50 meter deep, and 200 piles below that. Plus the design of Burj Khalifa is like it resists the aeronautical pressures, and the wind stress is also very low. These two factors make it possible. And plus the soil is also like desert soil, so it's very stable in that.
What is the role of the center of gravity? The position of the center of gravity?
I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's a very obvious thing. That center of gravity, if you drop the thing, it must be within that column, isn't it? That is a fundamental thing.
Yes.
Okay. What are the latest trends in civil engineering, road making?
Yes, sir. So, sir, like there is concept of green expressway. So expressway in itself is very new.
The material, see the actual material, of course one question came about the green material, but what about the spongy material or the rubberized roads? What are the rubberized roads?
Yes, sir. So there is this concept of like sponge city. So sponge city is like permeable concrete that we all see the problem of urban flooding in every major city. That's because largely the groundwater are not able to seep below the roads. So permeable concrete, or through it sponge city is made. So that allows the rainwater to seeps down.
Between cemented roads and say concrete roads and your bitumen roads, what are the, very briefly, advantages and disadvantages, all the three? Which has the longest life?
So concrete.
Cement, concrete, and bitumen, and the latest sponge bitumen.
The concrete has large life, I believe.
Concrete.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But the only problem is that when it breaks, it's not repairable. Whereas asphalt road, like bitumen road, if it breaks, even if a top layer can be made above it.
Okay. Now IITs, there are many now. How many?
23, sir.
23. Yes. Now we were discussing some time ago about the IITs. Now tell me, this expansion of IITs, it will produce more and more engineers. So whatever problem we had discussed in the beginning, that will multiply. So do you think it is a very wise and good policy to have such large IITs, besides the question of quality?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe population of India is expanding, and a large part of it is youth. And to cater to it, we have to have good higher technical education institutions.
That is very general. But I am talking in terms of that comparative thing, that even in single IIT you should not stress so much. You should not depend only on this thing. So in that thing you are only increasing the ambition and the numbers.
Sir, in my personal opinion, I believe it's a very positive step to increase the numbers, because, sir, engineering is not just about studying a subject, it's also about developing an analytical mind, being ready for technology. And in the century of technology.
And civil services, isn't it?
So that's a very personal.
Fine.
You are in a very good job in a good company, and that also can enhance your career.
Yes, sir.
So if I suggest you to go ahead with that, then what will you say?
Sir, actually, I don't know whether it's mentioned. I have resigned from the job.
It's not mentioned. It's only that you are doing a job earning 1,24,000 from McKinsey.
Yes, sir. So actually, I resigned in April 2023, and I believe it should be mentioned. Sir.
Why did you resign?
Sir, basically, at one point I had realized that I have to leave consulting, because it is eventually in a long term an advisory role where you lack ownership of the work you do. The skin on the game is very less, and it's just about doing a lot of research and giving advices, giving suggestions, and it eventually boils down to what the other side of the table, that is your client, does with that work. So I somehow felt that I should have greater decision making capabilities to do my job. And sir, within McKinsey as well, I served two clients, sir. One a private sector client and one a government sector client, which was Open Network for Digital Commerce. So comparing the both two, I enjoyed much more in the Government of India initiative in terms of impacting lives and bringing a novel change. So the obvious route became civil services, sir.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
ये 20-22 साल का तो लड़का है।
मैं कम
कब है तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू?
सर इस लिस्ट में नहीं है।
हाँ?
इस फेज में नहीं है।
नहीं है। अच्छा, अगले थोड़ा मॉक कर रहे हो।
Yes, sir.
ये दिल्ली में ही रह रहे हो, अभी कहाँ रह रहे हो?
नहीं सर, मैं कुशीनगर से आया था एक्चुअली।
You'll go back again.
Yes, tomorrow, day after tomorrow I'll go.
Very good performance.
Thank you, sir.
Your entire trajectory seems to be good, the way you have progressed in your school, college and everything. And civil engineering में कुछ चीज़ें जो है जैसे देख रहे होगे, जब कुछ ग्रे एरियाज दिख रहा होगा, तो add more to that and just try to read about that only.
Okay, sir.
उसको सिविल में तो हो गया तुम्हारा, कोटा वाला obviously you have done very well. And sociology में we did not ask you many questions. That was your
One question was there. Like,
Sir ने पूछा था.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
ठीक है. Generally, when we find your DAF more interesting, that we just let go of the optional paper.
Okay.
उतना ध्यान नहीं जाता है उस पर. Unless the board itself doesn't know much to ask from you, फिर वो sociology पे जाएंगे. See, depends on the board also. If the board is very well informed, only good questions will come.
Yes, sir.
Board को कुछ नहीं आता तो क्या पूछेगा? ऐसा भी हो सकता है. No, I'm telling you, this happens. Don't. It's not that all boards are quite enlightened and they will know everything and all. So that's your luck factor in the
Yes.
interview. Otherwise, from your side, you are very well prepared, and I don't have anything to say except that project the same personality that you have projected here,
Yes.
and don't try to make twists and turns in the personality. That will be dangerous for you.
Okay, sir.
Which is quite possible if you get too much of inputs. Senior ये कहते हैं, topper ये कहता है, mock वाला वो कहता है. उससे क्या होगा? You will not be able to do that.
Okay, sir.
Don't do that. Just prepare. Be away from Delhi. If you are in Kushinagar, keep on reading the recent current affair. Nothing much to prepare because it will be an interaction like this.
Okay, sir.
Don't overdo it in terms of preparing and all that.
राम मंदिर के बारे में जरा ठीक से पढ़ लो.
ये गजल का your answer, I was very happy by your analysis of the structure, Rati, Kafiya and shape. But you must know about some old singers like K.L. Sehgal. You know K.L. Sehgal, first of all listen to his ghazals if you can. His credit was that he brought ghalib to public in musical form.
If you know all this, it will make your authenticity more
Yes.
On the ghazal.
And many board members may not know this, so if they learn something from the candidate, it praises you.
Actually, I listen more to Jagjit Singh, Mohammad Rafi,
Very
Ghulam Ali.
nice.
Obviously, K.L. Sehgal
This
is
is
of a different generation.
30s and 40s.
Very different.
But of course Tulsidas was there told, but you can't forget him.
Correct.
So his status is something like that.
Okay, sir.
दो तीन बात है. एक तो बार बार कभी कोट बंद करते हो, कभी खोलते हो.
ये फिर
जब आते हो तो खुला रखो, बंद करना है तो बंद ही रखो.
Okay, sir.
दूसरी बात ये मैं सबसे कह रहा हूँ, ये आपको ऐसे हाथ रख के कौन सिखाता है?
ये दूसरे जगह सीख के आया हूँ.
ऐसे-
वो
ऐसे
बताते
रखते
हैं.
हैं.
हाँ, वो चलेगा.
आराम से रहो.
पीछे
वो comfortable
कमर
है तो
पीछे
चलेगा.
लगाओ,
Yes, sir.
ऐसे करो सहारा.
Okay.
नहीं, आराम से हाथ में बैठो. डू यू फील मोर रिलैक्स्ड?
Yes, sir.
Which will reflect on your personality and body language. इससे तो टेंस रहते हैं आप, बिल्कुल ऐसे जैसे कोई फोटो खिंचवा रहा है कहीं पर पासपोर्ट के लिए.
They are all
This
being
is-
taught by
yeah,
the
this-
monks and all.
Actually, my hand movement, like I explain a lot by hand, so I thought it should.
वो तो ऐसे भी
नहीं, आपका नहीं, बहुत लोग ऐसा करते हैं, शायद लोगों ने बताया है.
जबरदस्ती.
मैं पर्सनली ये मानता हूँ कि रिलैक्स्ड बैठना चाहिए. Whichever way you feel relaxed. If you feel this way relaxed, go ahead. You must be relaxed, not tense in terms of your body posture,
Yes, sir.
because that will affect your overall body overlook. Number one. Number two, I told you about Kota.
Yes, sir.
I know what I gave a proposition is a hypothetical and absurd in many ways. But tell me, if you have 20 engineers turned IAS taken to Kota and taken to all these students who are preparing there, they will have a concrete example that these guys have left engineering and gone somewhere else,
Yes, sir.
which is far more convincing, and it will make an impact upon them. I know this is not practical, but theoretically it's a fairly valid kind of a question.
Okay, sir.
And Vasudev Kutumbakam some other time. IAS हो जाओ तब बात करेंगे.
Thank you, sir.
You want to ask something?
No, sir. Like in general, was I doing
It's all good with you. Only thing is keep it to this standard till the interview.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Don't try to add something more to what you are not and go as you are, what way you are.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And sir, the ghazal which I recited, was it appropriate to be?
For your age, everything is maaf. You are so young that whatever you know about ghazal, I was quite happy. I can't expect you to be a master of ghazal and know everything and all.
Yes.
It's not possible at your age. I have to give you that space that you have to learn more.
Yes, sir. And sir, like civil engineering, since like I did a job in a very different business.
You have
about
not done
world.
civil job and all that, but still that doesn't take away the fact that you should know civil engineering, especially if you are from IT Delhi.
Yes, sir.
So the expectations will be high.
Yes, sir. Actually, to your question of green cement, I confused it with green concrete somehow.
Green building, green city, जितना भी green है सबको पढ़ दो. Whatever green is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, climate change and civil engineering are very connected.
Correct, it's correct, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Green cement is, see what happens that in this, when you use limestone
Yes, sir.
and then turn into lime, then you do it by coal, burning
Yes,
the
sir.
coal.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what they are doing that if you want to use limestone, you should not use coal to heat up.
Mhm.
They are being heated in through electricity, electric
Mhm.
furnaces. So
Mhm.
there will be no emission of carbon. Coal will be avoided.
Yes, sir.
Alternatively, instead of limestone, they are trying to use some alternative raw material, which is not going to create this kind of problem. The two things are there on which they are working.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
और है
ये लास्ट एक है
जो लास्ट है नहीं अब जो आएगा वो लास्ट है
अगर आ गया होगा तो